today we are very happy and very good, my honorable mm, uh, guest for my show. Thank you very much, Sir Gabe. It is everyone. It is a great honor for us to welcome a former director of engineering at the United States Air Force Special Operation Command and former NASA engineer at Kennedy Space Center, an international speaker who has inspired audience in 20 countries and someone who has uh, served as a uh, guide for blind student. We are truly grateful for your time and person today. Welcome, Sir Gabe. You are coming my show. I am very happy. Thank you very much. So, how are you?
I'm excellent, and thank you so much for the nice introduction. And it's nice to speak with you again. It's nice to see you again and spend some time with you. It's always a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to whatever you have to ask me.
So, thank you very much. Please share your introduction.
Yeah, so I say hi to everybody in Pakistan. Good evening to you. It's morning time here. It's about 8:45 in the morning, and I'm getting ready for the day. And I've started most of the days now with the interviews. I do about six a week, so I'm doing a lot of interviews with the students and the teachers from Rehan, and I really enjoy it. So it's a pleasure for me to do that. I've just returned recently from Pakistan, and I spent 3 weeks in Pakistan. It was awesome. It was amazing, and all my trips to Pakistan have been fantastic. And I always thank the people of Pakistan for your kindness, for caring, and for just being so friendly and making my visit so special.
Thank you very much. So, please, what is the NASA?
So NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and it's an agency that was created to explore space, to look for life beyond Earth. It's a great agency, and it opens many doors. It takes your imagination, makes it become reality, and I think it's excellent. I think it's a great program. And but now it's not just NASA. Now we have many commercial companies doing many great things. Many countries are doing many things. Pakistan, I hope, will develop a good space program. I know that Pakistan has very smart people, and I believe that in the future, Pakistan will have a space program. Maybe as someday take astronauts to space. It would be really cool.
Okay, thank you. Can you share your journey and tell us how you become uh, con- uh, connected with NASA? What inspired you in the beginning?
Now, so my journey is it's very interesting. I think it's probably everybody has an interesting journey. We all live our lives in different ways, but I hated school. I really hated school, and I struggled in school, and so with that, I didn't think I had any ability to do anything because I did so poorly in school. But one reason I did so poorly was I didn't go. I didn't like it. I really fought it all the time. So when I finished high school, I really had no aptitude to do anything. I like to play sports. I like to go to the beach, but I didn't know how to do anything. And my first job was working at McDonald's, making burgers and fries. It was great. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. It was really a good experience for me. But I like to race cars, and I could not generate the income at McDonald's. And I tried for 12 years, many different jobs as far as trying to generate income, and nothing really gave me what I needed. So I realized I've got to go to university. So I went to university at night, and it took me 8 years to finish with civil structural type of, actually a math science type of degree. And after 20 years, I finished high school and I finished university. It was a 20-year gap between the two, but it opened many doors for me, and it basically did what I wanted. It gave me the opportunity to get better jobs. And I was in the Air Force, and I was near Cocoa Beach, which is where NASA is, and I saw the very first space shuttle launch. So a space shuttle is very interesting. It looks like a plane, but it's a rocket. It looks like a plane, but it goes up on a rocket ship and it goes to space. But it comes back like a plane. It's something very, very unique. Nothing like it ever before or after since. But this thing was so amazing when I saw this launch. I thought, wow, I would really like to get involved with NASA and get involved with the space program because it's super cool to see it close up. You know, prior to that, I'd kind of seen it on TV and I saw it in newspapers, but I never really saw it as reality, like seeing it in person. And after I saw that, I thought I want to really get involved with this space program. And I was very fortunate. I got to the Air Force and I got a job. And thankfully, the university degree helped me get that job as well. So I'm very, very thankful and I feel extremely fortunate.
Okay, wow, wonderful. So, yes, you travel and meet many different people. What is the most valuable lesson you have learned from your experience?
So I think I don't know if it's the most valuable, but certainly the most surprising to me is how much we are alike. I'm going to Norway next week. I just left Pakistan, Dubai, and Nepal, and to think about the difference in cultures and the difference in those two. Norway is Scandinavia, this is Asia, and so they're so different, but yet people are exactly and kids are exactly the same. The look in their eyes, their smiles, the way they interface with each other. It amazes me how much we are alike. You think we speak differently, we have different dress, we have different religions, all that, but really we are so much alike. It amazes me, and and every time I go to a new presentation, I'm in awe of how much the kids are alike from the last place. It doesn't matter any. So I really enjoy that. But I think that's the biggest thing I really learned from this is how much we are alike.
Okay, wow. So, what advice would you give to young people who want to build a career in space, science, or technology?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter to me what they're interested in. I say the same to everybody. Follow your passion. What do you like to do? Do that. And the challenge is, I really say the challenge is learn to like everything you do. And anybody can do something. Anybody can do something anytime. Can you enjoy it? This is the challenge. Not to do it, but to enjoy it. If you learn to enjoy everything you do, maybe your favorite thing to do as you are doing it, you're always going to be doing your favorite thing. You're never going to be thinking, I'd like to do something else. You're enjoying, that's the challenge. So, whatever your passion is, whatever you think you'd like to do, if you think you'd want to go to space, pursue a career. You need a good math science, a good engineering background. There's steps you want to take to get where you want to go. I talk a lot about dreams and dreams. If you have a dream, you take that dream and you write it down and you say, this is my goal. Okay, I'm here. I want to go there. How do I get there? You've got to plan those steps. And that doesn't matter the profession. But if you have that great dream, if you're fortunate enough to know what you want to do, it's fairly easy to me to do it. You plan the steps, but always plan small steps. Don't be in a hurry. You want to go slowly and build your confidence and build a belief in yourself as you go. If you have a small step every time you complete that step, it gives you confidence, it gives you belief in yourself. And you want to do that slowly. Don't be in a hurry, and pursue that passion, whatever it is, if you're fortunate enough to know. If you don't know, and I never knew, which is very challenging to do something when you don't know what it is, ask yourself, what would be the most fun thing to do? When I get up every morning, what would I rather do more than anything else? And say, okay, this is my goal. what steps do I take? You have to have incentive for me to do well. And if you don't have that incentive, there's no reason to do well. So to me, it's about establishing goals and the steps to achieve them. And it doesn't matter what your end result is, the approach should be the same to me.
What is impact for AI women's our world?
Yeah, so AI, AI is a great term and everybody using it a lot all of the time. Yesterday I was looking at flights and something said AI assisted, which I'm not quite sure what that means. But to me, because of my current position where I'm a speaker and I'm traveling around, I'm not really into AI as a benefit to me. At least I haven't figured out how to make it a benefit for me, other than maybe booking flights or things like that. But it's such an evolving term to me that it's every day it's changing. Every day it has more meaning, and its capabilities are probably limitless. And as technology develops, it's going to develop more and hopefully improve and streamline things. But I never always say never, never forget the most important thing in our lives is people. We have to learn to get along. We have to learn to trust each other. We have to learn to come together to collectively for common goals. And and AI, I don't think can do that on its own. That's going to be the result of people programming and getting AI to do that based on what they train it to do. My understanding of it. So I think it's unlimited potential, but it's nothing new. In the 1800s, they had an industrial revolution where they changed from everybody doing things by hand to doing it by machine. And in a sense, that's what AI is today. We're taking things ready away and giving them to computers to do more efficiently. And so it's nothing really new. The term is new, but I don't think the concept is new. And I think it would be interesting to see where it goes.
So you seem uh, spe- um, posit patient. You seem patient about guide and educating other. What do you believe is the key principle behind real success?
Well, I think the biggest thing for most people is lack of confidence in themselves. Very few people have that confidence in themselves, and many kids struggle, and they don't admit it. And again, that's interesting thing to me around the world, as no matter what the dress, no matter what the culture, kids struggle trying to achieve goals, trying to please their parents, trying to do well in school. Some are very fortunate. In Pakistan, one of the things in Pakistan to me is people are very smart, and that doesn't mean better, but like India, people and Japan. To me, a lot of people in these cultures, and it's the way they're brought up, and I think the way they're taught, but they're also very smart, and so I believe most of the kids in these countries do well in school because they've been taught to do that, and their parents are on them quite a bit. So but they don't have a lot of self-esteem. They don't feel good about themselves. Girls are extremely self-critical. Boys tend to want to be better than they are capable of being, and so most kids struggle. And I try to come in and speak with them about look. Just I talk about three things really important to me: do your best, enjoy what you do, believe in yourself. Learn these three things. Do your best. Let's challenge yourself. Do your best, whatever it is. With this interview, for me right now, me and you, we're a team. We're doing an interview. I'm going to do the best I can to make the interview good for you. And I know you're going to do the best with me. So learn to do your best. I teach kids this. There'll be times in your life, I tell them that something will happen. You'll have to do your best. It's really, really important. If you practice doing it all the time, it's no big deal. If you don't practice, you might mess up. Learn to enjoy everything you do. We can do this interview and have fun, or we can do it and be miserable. Either way, we do it. It's how we choose to see it. Learn to see positives in everything you do. If you can't find a positive, say to yourself, it could be worse. Becomes a negative, becomes a positive. Never have a negative experience. Try to learn to enjoy everything you do. And the most important is that belief in yourself. And I talked a little bit about that earlier. about establishing goals and the steps to achieve them. And you want to build that belief and build that belief in yourself till you really say to yourself, I can do anything. When you learn that you believe you can do anything, you will never have stress, you'll never have pressure. When you learn to enjoy everything you do it better. So it's to me, it's all about taking a different mental approach to life. When I go to schools, my objective is when I leave, the kids will do the same thing the same way. They will think about it differently. Instead of thinking about hard work, they will think about an adventure, an opportunity, a journey, a challenge, something that is more fun than a mentality of hard work. And instead of having stress and pressure, they will have belief in themselves, and they won't have that stress and pressure. Develop that belief in themselves, and that's universal. Everywhere in the world, it's the same. So my goal is to say, look, you have a different way of looking at things. You have a choice. You can learn to look at things different mentally, and you will, so your life will be so much better. And that's the way I try to do, and that's kind of how I live. And I'm no different than others. And I struggle more than most kids did. So I try to get that to them, that hey, look, your life can be fun. Get away from this hard work mentality and this stress and this pressure. Kids are 8 or 9 years old, and they've got this mentality of work hard, stress and pressure. They're 8 or 9 years old. They should be having fun with their life, and learning to learn. That's important as well.
Okay, how are your experience for United States Air Force?
Oh, it was awesome. I joined the Air Force to basically to get away from home and get away from my parents. When I was growing up, I was fighting with my parents all of the time because they would say to me, "What are you going to do when you grow up?" "I'm going to the beach." "No, you can't go to the beach. You got to get a job." "I'm going to play sports." "No, you can't do that." So I was fighting with my parents. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had no idea. And when they would ask me, I didn't know. Had nothing. I have a twin sister. I talk about my twin sister. When she was 3 years old, she knew she wanted to be a teacher. So when my parents would say to my sister, "What are you going to do when you grow up?" "Oh, I'm going to go to university. I'm going to be a teacher." "Oh, that's great." And then they say to me, "What are you going to do?" "I'm going to the beach." So I fought with my parents all of the time. And I joined the Air Force right out of high school so I could get away from home. But it was a great experience for me. Once I got away from home and got on my own, my life really changed a lot. And between 18 and 19, my whole life changed from being in school and struggling in school and fighting with my parents to also all of a sudden I had my own income, my own place to live. I had everything in control of myself, and my life in Air Force has been wonderful from the day one till the day I left. It was awesome.
Thank you. My next question is, if you could give one powerful message to the youth of the world, what would it be?
Uh, it would be to enjoy your life and to feel good about yourself. Just remember those three things: do your best, enjoy what you do, believe in yourself. Learn those three things. It's a mental approach. Learn to train your mind in a positive way. Your life is going to be very successful and you will have fun doing it. And that's my biggest message. I just want kids to know, life can be enjoyed. You don't have to have this stress and this pressure and this hard work. You can be successful and enjoy doing it if you just learn to think differently. And that's my message. And I don't know. I don't understand the connection I have with kids. It's really amazing to me. There's something very, very special about it. And it does not matter the country, the culture, the age. It's just great. It's just a magical connection, and I really care about them. And I don't know why. It's just there, and it's a great feeling when I can be with them and spend time with them and just talk with them and hang out with them and give them some ideas on how to feel better about themselves. And that's, I don't know, I again, I don't understand it. I just feel it, and it's great feeling.
Your life is around NASA. So your goal.
Well, I have really haven't been with NASA for 10 years. So I 10 years ago, I was working for NASA as an engineer, and it was great, and I loved it. But I had started doing some speaking, and if somebody would have said to me, "You're going to be a speaker," I said, "There's no way. I'm never going to be a speaker. Here's $1 million. We'll give you, keep it. I'm not going to be a speaker." So the speaking thing came about totally by accident, and something I never in a million years would have envisioned doing it. But I mean, it got to be really interesting, and it got to be international, and I was getting so many requests for international speaking. I didn't have time for a job and for speaking both. So 10 years ago, I resigned my position at NASA, and started becoming a full-time speaker. So over the last 10 years, I've been just doing full-time speaking internationally, and it's been amazing. I still go to NASA. I still go to the launches. I still go out, support launches, and do what I can to be a part of the space program. But it's strictly as a volunteer, and just an opportunity to be around it, because for me, I just love it so much.
So thank you very much. You are coming my show. I am very grateful, very happy, and very. I think I am excited for your coming for my show. Thank you very much. I am very thankful for you. Thank you very much.
Okay, before you go, can you just give me a little heart like this?
Thank you. I
Okay, so put your hands like this. Okay, I want to
good.
take your picture.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, and thanks everybody in Pakistan.
Zindabad. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Bye.
Bye bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you very much.